Taylor. Thank you for being here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the back of the room, we have an esteemed panel of judges. Y'all have done well. You got big, easy chairs this year. Y'all have done well. But if you'd like to turn around and look, we're going to introduce them to you. We want to thank you for your time. These are local businessmen. They do the selection of all this businessmen and women. Representing SPIDA, Mr. Chris Girdler. You can applaud. He deserves an applause. From Cumberland Lake Shell, Miss Leah Taylor. Wave. From Eagle Realty and Development, Miss Linda Scarrett. Representing Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital, Mr. Robert Parker. With Evans, Harville, Atwell and Company CPAs, Mr. Seth Atwell. From Citizens National Bank, Mr. Sean Dougherty. Blackboard Student Services, represented by Tyler Haynes. Modern Systems, Inc., Mr. David Morse. Our good sponsor from Bondtech and Innovacycle, Miss Elsa Brown. With United Cumberland Bank, Jim Johnson. And from Team Modern, Mr. Brian Denny. Thank you all. I appreciate you being here. And like I say, we're not giving you an easy task this evening. I now need to read you the rules for the judges and tell you how this all comes down. Bear in mind, the winner of this evening, they've done a lot of hard work, but they get a full scholarship to Campbellsville University. That is no small item. But anyway, they have to go through this presentation this evening. You're going to find, judges, you're going to find your investor score sheets that list each of the student entrepreneurs along with their rating mechanism. These scores, they will leave the room at the end. They'll be able to go deliberate, bring this back. Some things the judges are watching you can keep in mind as you're listening today. The investor panel can allocate an invest total of up to $8,000 this evening. After the presentation is concluded, your fellow investors, they're going to have time to deliberate, and once the deliberation is over, they will come back in the room and bring us their decision. Each young entrepreneur business tonight can request no more than $1,000 to be invested in their business. At past YEA investor panels, even some investors have come up with potentially useful business contacts for some of the student entrepreneurs. Sharing this information with the students is encouraged, and there is a spot to note this information on your investor scoring sheet. Also in the past, investors have identified other ways of helping student entrepreneurs beyond tonight through in-kind donations to their businesses. And if you're interested in donating any in-kind service from your business items that may be helpful to the student entrepreneur, please indicate that at the bottom of your scoring sheet. As many questions may be asked of each student entrepreneur as time permits, we encourage you to ask questions at the end of each presentation, and the student will answer those. The investor panel is to make decisions about the student entrepreneurs who earn the designations of first place and second place. A couple of things we want to notice to you. I told you, remember this, your mics are live. If you do want to ask a question, just pull those down so the students can hear you. One thing to remember, because of a lot of COVID restrictions, and this is not the norm, but this class has only got to practice their presentation one time. Normally they practice numerous times, but just because of their limits in meeting. And also, one thing to remember, because of some changes when they originally made their projections on their projects, not realizing COVID would go this long, sometimes the numbers on your sheets that you're looking at will not match the screen because we had to adjust those because of COVID. So when you get into the number category, go by the numbers on the screen. It may not match your sheet. The student's not making a mistake. It's just that we had to adjust those numbers because of COVID. Is there any questions from the judges? Like I say, we appreciate you being here. We thank you for being here. And now, as we promised you, you're going to get a treat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your first presenter this evening is Mr. Kyle Bell. He is the CEO and founder of Bell Soccer Supplies. He's 14 years old. He goes to Science Hill School, and some of his hobbies are soccer and video, and you're about to see his passion for soccer. Investor number one, Mr. Kyle Bell.
Hi, I'm Kyle Bell, and I'm the CEO and founder of Bell Soccer Supplies. I sell custom-made shin guards that are made to be more comfortable. I founded this business because I found a discomfort when wearing other equipment, and since shin guards are mandatory to play soccer, I decided I could make a difference. My business custom makes soccer equipment that is more comfortable. Our focus initially is to enhance shin guard performance. I am in the manufacturing industry, and this is a sole proprietorship. Some short-term goals are to have my business fully up and running by June, and to have sold 222 pairs of shin guards by December 2020. My long-term goals are to have sold 801 pairs by May 2022, and to have partnered up with a sports retailer such as Dick's or Dunham's. Some of my competitors are Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, which are very good companies, but the reason I stand above the rest is the durability of my equipment, the muscular benefits of compression sleeves, the focus on quality over quantity, whereas my competition is the opposite in the personal sales process. I will market to the Lake Cumberland region, and my customers are soccer players, coaches, and parents. The personality of my customers is a conscious focus on high performance, and the behaviors are a concern for comfort. The cost to manufacture my product is $22.24, and my product is available online and through local markets. My product is a custom shin guard made to be more comfortable. I will market through social media, website, business cards, networking, and local activities, and my target consumer is someone who felt they could get a better shin guard after experiencing other equipment. My online presence is as listed on the screen. A plastic sheet costs $17.77, cost per unit is $13, compression sleeve is $8.99, and styrofoam costs $16.98, and cost per unit is 25 cents. After sales and other expenses, my total cost of goods sold is $24.66, and my gross profit per unit is $10.32. My monthly sales projection for January through April this year would be 0 because I am just getting started. But in June, I project I will sell 10, in July 25, August 50, which is where the sales should spike due to the high school soccer season beginning at this time. After August, I project that the sales should dip down to around 30, and then kick back up again in December due to it being the holiday season. After all expenses added together, my total operating cost is $716.50. After all expenses and taxes, my total net profit is $118.50 monthly and $1,152 yearly. I will need 20 sheets of plastic off of Amazon because that makes 240 pairs, 50 pairs of compression sleeves off of Amazon, 50 pieces of styrofoam also off of Amazon because that makes 62.5 pairs, a Motile 14-inch performance laptop from Walmart to manage my website and other business needs, a sewing machine from Walmart, fabric also from Walmart, my website cost for the first 3 months, and a DVA from the county clerk's office, making my total startup investment $1,496.02. I will be putting $197 into my business. My relatives and friends will be supplying me with $300, so I am asking the investor panel for $1,000 to start up my business. Again, I'm Kyle Bell, and I'm so gracious for your time and consideration of Bell Soccer Supplies, the business that is providing athletes with the most comfortable fit so they can perform at their best.
Do any of the judges have any questions for Mr. Bell?
Will you offer multiple sizes?
Yes, I will.
Any other questions?
You said something about your durability. How long do you expect these to last?
Depends on how much the players, play in games and stuff. But it depends on how many games that player plays. But it should last anywhere from, at least a year and a half, maybe more, depends.
Any other questions from the judges?
What was the product cost to you?
Will you
For one pair?
elaborate on that?
What is the cost for you to manufacture one pair?
It is $22.24.
And the sales price?
$24.98.
Thank you.
Any other questions, panel? Ladies and gentlemen, presenter number one, Mr. Kyle Bell. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, number two presenter this evening is Miss Lily Carroll. She is 14 years old. She went to Northern Middle School. She'll be a freshman at Pulaski High School this year. Presenter number two, Miss Lily Carroll.
Hello, my name is Lily Carroll, and this is Frilly Lily Designs, a pop-up card business stock full of personality and creativity. Who started it all? I am the CEO, founder, and president of Frilly Lily Designs. I started the business when I was 13 and have been making art, cards, and singing for as long as I can remember. Why pop-up cards? I chose to make pop-up cards because they're fun to make and it brings back making cards more personal. Instead of just giving a card that says happy birthday signed to whoever, because receiving something personal can really make someone's day all the more special. That, and let's face it, pop-up cards are awesome. Business profile. Frilly Lily Designs specializes in pop-up cards, bookmarks, and even cards with detachable bookmarks. All of my products are handmade and feature fun and colorful designs. They're made with high quality at an affordable price. I even take requests for special pop-up cards. My business is a sole proprietorship. My business goals. These are some of my many short-term business goals as well as my long-term goals. Why I make the best cards. My main competitors are Love Pop and Hallmark. Love Pop sells high-quality pop-up cards online that run from $13 to $15, not including shipping, which depending on where you are can be a lot of money. Hallmark's cards are found in department stores with medium quality. Their cards run from $5 to $10. Now, Frilly Lily Designs cards are creative and handmade. We aren't those low-quality, basic pop cards you find in Walmart, but they aren't those cards that cost a fortune either. They are high quality and are affordable, which separates me from my competition. Market analysis. Since my products are pickup only in local shops and boutiques, my potential customers will shop and live around Lake Cumberland. I'm targeting teenagers and up, and my customers' personalities will be people who appreciate customized and handmade items. Marketing. I will promote the business through social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. My plan would include selling and advertising at Summer Nights Cruise and at the Master Musicians Festival. I would like to sell my products at local stores such as Baxter's Coffee, The Mobile, and the Pink Bee, just to name a few. My target demographic is teenagers and up. My online presence. These are my social media accounts for Frilly Lily Designs. So, where's the money going? This is the cost of supplies to make one pop-up card, which equals to the total of 34 cents. This is the cost of supplies to make 1 dozen bookmarks, which equals to the total of 13 cents. I will also offer a combination of pop-up card plus a bookmark. These are quite profitable because it only adds 1 penny to my cost of supplies, which will now equal the total of 35 cents. Economics of my products. The definition of 1 unit is 1 pop-up card. Labor cost per unit is about $4, making my gross profit per unit $7.31. The definition of 1 unit is 1 dozen bookmarks. Labor cost per unit is about $0.50, making my gross profit $6.29. The definition of 1 unit is 1 pop-up card with a detachable bookmark. Labor cost per unit is about $6, making my gross profit per unit $8.85. Monthly sales projection. This includes all of my products I plan to sell in units. Since starting December 2019, I have already sold 2 dozen bookmarks and 1 pop-up card, and I've made multiple cards for businesses such as Dairy Queen. I've taken into account holidays and COVID-19. Average monthly operating costs. The total fixed and variable costs are $10, making my total operating cost $20. Sounds kind of small, but that's because my business will be ran at home for now. Projected income statements. That's a lot of numbers. That'll save you the boring stuff and cut to the chase. For my projected monthly income statement, my net profit for pop-up cards is $50.71, making my yearly net profit $609.48. Time for bookmarks. My monthly net profit is $9.43, making my yearly $112.53. Finally, cards with a detachable bookmark. My projected monthly income statement is $65.89, making my yearly net profit $796.50. This makes my total monthly net profit $126.03, including all products. This will produce a net profit of $1,518.51 for my business. Don't worry, that's the last one. Startup investment. Some items that contribute to the startup investment are a guillotine cutter, some scissors, markers, a color printer, money for marketing, and more, which all equal to a grand total of $1,100. Financing strategy. My relatives have donated $75 to me, and I have donated $25 of my own money. I ask you $1,000 to start the business. This is Lily Carroll, and I thank you for consideration of Frilly Lily Designs, a pop-up card business stock full of personality and creativity.
And are there any questions from the panel? Lily, you have wow. They're speechless. Your presenter, number 2, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lily Carroll. You heard 2 of them, and I told you, they're dynamic tonight. Okay, our presenter number 3 is going to be Mr. Gabe Cruz, 16-year-old junior at Southwestern High School. His hobbies are welding, ATV bike customization and restoration, and ATV dirt bike riding, and you're going to see him channel that into this really innovative product he has for you. Presenter number 3, Mr. Gabe Cruz.
Hello, my name is Gabe Cruz. I am the president, CEO, and founder of Dragged Out ATVs. I'm a 16-year-old welder. I began my welding career at 12 years old. Over the past 4 years, I have greatly improved my skill set. I am now capable of welding professional-grade fuel tanks for ATVs. Aluminum fuel tanks are lighter and more durable than stock plastic tanks. This allows professional racers to improve performance and safety of their ATV. Dragged Out ATVs offers superior products at a reasonable cost. I do custom welding and make custom ATV products. One product I make is an aluminum aftermarket fuel tank. My fuel tanks are durable, lightweight, and pleasing to the eye. I will operate my business as a LLC. One of my short-term goals for me would be to have sold 13 fuel tanks by September 2020. One of my long-term goals will be to sell 75 fuel tanks by December 2021. My main competitor is a company called IMS. They market their fuel tanks at $275, and their quality is medium. My company is much different from IMS. IMS offers a plastic fuel tank. My product is aluminum, making it more durable and better looking than my competitor. My customers are located across the United States and enjoy upgrading and maintaining their ATV. I plan to market to anyone focused on performance and looks of their ATVs. There are over 16 million ATV riders in the United States, which gives me a very large target market to focus on. Let's be honest, what ATV owner doesn't want to upgrade and accessorize their vehicle? To keep my overhead low, initially my shop will be set up in my home garage. My fuel tanks will be priced at $325 and are unique, durable, as well as good looking. I will be promoting my business through social media and passing out business cards at local racetracks. Word of mouth will be an important component of my marketing efforts. My initial target customers are local and professional racers who can view my products and understand the quality and craftsmanship I provide. The most expensive component of the fuel tank is the aluminum plate. The total cost of supplies per unit will be $89.50. Including labor, my cost of goods sold per unit will be $189.50. And the gross profit per unit will be $229.87. Including liability, insurance, web hosting, and advertising, my total monthly operating cost will be $100. In the first year, I expect to sell 21 fuel tanks with a gross profit of $2,845.50, bringing my net profit to $1,234.12. For my business, I will need a Miller TIG welder and 3 large sheets of aluminum to get started. This will get me enough material to produce 10 fuel tanks. My total startup investment will be $4,027. I am asking the investor panel for $1,000. I will be putting $1,027 of my personal savings to start up my business. Thank you for your consideration of dragged out ATVs.
And to the panel, does anyone have any questions for presenter number 3?
Yeah, did these fit on all ATVs?
I apologize, I did not specify on the PowerPoint. This fits a Yamaha Banshee.
Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, one more question here. You mentioned that your target market was local professional racers. Is there a track around here, or is there a big population of racers?
From my knowledge, there's 3. I've been to 2 of them. There's one that's more of like an MX track, and then there's one strictly for drag racing.
Thank you.
Do you have equipment now, or how are you doing that time?
I do have equipment that gets me by, but I would like to upgrade it to be more productive.
That's very impressive. I assume that's a prototype, but if I have a quad or an ATV or the model that you mentioned, what benefits do I get with your tank over the one that comes with it?
The tanks that I'm offering are a little bit smaller, so they'll be lighter, they're more durable, and they just look better.
And that's a big deal.
Any other questions? Again, ladies and gentlemen, presenter number 3, Mr. James Cruz. And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenter number 4 of the evening is Miss J.C. Dalton, 13-year-old 8th grade student at Southern Middle. She loves socializing and dancing, and definitely those are her greatest passions. She's always loved music. Adding movements to it just makes so much better, she says. She hopes to bring some joy to other people as she advances in life. Now we welcome presenter number 4, the music and dance lady, Miss J.C. Dalton.
Hello, my name is Jason Dalton, and I'm the founder of Chance Dance. This is a non-profit business that provides private dance lessons and also merchandise sales, which is for profit. I'll explain this later in my presentation. Chance to Dance is a multifaceted business which provides dance lessons to the general public and discounted lessons to individuals with restrictions or disabilities. I will sell merchandise, including t-shirts and sweatshirts, to my customers. Also, my grandma used to be an FMD, so I know how to talk and approach my clients with disabilities. I wanted to start this business to help people like my uncle, who is currently in a nursing home feeling alone and sad. So my mission is to bring happiness and joy through music and dance. Some of my short-term goals are that I want to have taught 8 lessons by July 2020, and I've sold enough of my merchandise to maintain my business. Some of my long-term goals are to teach at least 21 classes by September 2020 and develop and implement fundraising programs by December 2020. A few of my competitors are AV Studios, Missy's Gymnastics, Pepper Pizzazz Dance Studio, Top Notch, and Laura School of Dance. My business is the only one of its kind that focuses mainly on individuals with disabilities. Some of the establishments I'll be offering my service to are for individuals with developmental difficulties such as Oakwood and physical and cognitive restrictions at nursing home facilities such as Summerwood in the neighborhood of Somerset. Due to a large population of these intermediate care homes in our area, I predict to have a large quantity of customers. My market plan consists of social media promotion, face-to-face visits to local facilities, business card distribution, email marketing, Chamber of Commerce monthly luncheon exposure, and flyers to advertise my discounted rates. The nonprofit side of my business includes providing lessons to nursing homes and rehab facility patients for a minimum fee of $12 per class. My labor costs are $10.87. My gross profit per unit is $1.13. This maintains my dedication to providing easy, comfortable dance, socialization, and entertaining activities with those with special needs or restrictions. In order to sustain my business, however, I will have to offer public dance lessons for $5 per person per class. I hope to have a minimum of 10 people per class, which will earn my business at least $50. I can potentially earn $39.13 per class. In addition to public and private lessons, I will be selling merchandise with my company's logo. This includes short sleeve shirts, which I will sell for $15. I will profit $7.40 off of every shirt that I sell. I will also sell one sweatshirt, which costs $25. The cost of production is $9.60. I will profit $15.40 off of every sweatshirt that I sell. As you can see, in 1 month, I will have an average of 2 lessons at these intermediate care facilities, and a total of 28 lessons per year. My current plan is to offer my public classes to the public during the summer months when I am not attending school. My goal is to do at least 3 lessons in June and July for a total of 6 lessons. The total cost of my initial supplies for my business is $1,258.70. My average monthly operating costs are about $139.99. My monthly income statement consists of 2.33 lessons on average, which means I should make about $24 per month before tax. My nonprofit business will not be taxed, but my for-profit business will. So after tax, I'll earn about $9. So like I stated earlier, my start investment consists of a speaker, a fan, a refurbished MacBook Pro, the cost of my shirts, a printer, and my office heating, all for around $1,258.70. My financing strategy consists of me contributing $238.70 of my own money as an equity investment, my relatives and friends donating $20 as a gift, and I'm asking the investors to donate $1,000 and as an investment in the future of this wonderful business to bring a little joy to those I mentioned beforehand. Again, I am Jason Dalton, CEO and founder of A Chance to Dance. I hope you feel it in your hearts today to contribute $1,000 to help fund my business. Thank you today to give the chance to share with you A Chance to Dance.
And panel members, are there any questions for presenter number 4?
I have a question. Do you have to have any special credentials to work with people with disabilities?
I have looked that up extensively, and so far what I have found out is no. You just have to be. They evaluate when you get there, so they have to make sure that you can be like kind enough and sensitive enough to help them. But there is no credentials or certifications that I need to teach these classes.
Thank you.
I'm just curious, what kind of dances do you foresee being maybe the most effective with these types of populations?
I feel like the type of dances will be like more upbeat, with upbeat music and upbeat dance moves, but I won't move around too much or too fast so they have a chance to grasp on, because I know at such places like Oakwoods and the neighborhood of Somerset, they have physical difficulties or mental difficulties. So I will have to take it slow and steady for them to understand it. But I will still be able to make the dances upbeat enough for them to have a good time and a good mood, because of the coronavirus. They haven't seen anybody except for the people that have lived in the areas. So I feel like it's going to be good for them to be able to have someone else get out there and have fun with them.
Are there any other questions? Ladies and gentlemen, your presenter number 4, Miss J.C. Dalton. Okay, now we're halfway through, as we told you. We're getting ready here that the winner gets a full scholarship to Campbellsville University. Also, the winner of tonight's competition will go to Rochester, New York to compete in the national competition. They get an all-expense-paid trip to Rochester, so a lot on the line. With that being said, presenter number 5 is Mr. Connor Denny. He is the CEO of Denny's Dingers. 15-year-old, he attends Pulaski County High School. Some of his favorite hobbies are sports and hanging out with his friends. Presenter number 5, Mr. Connor Denny.
Hello, my name is Connor Denny, and I'm the CEO and founder of Denny's Dingers. Denny's Dingers is a business that specializes in customized sports attire. I started this business because I played sports since I was 3 years old. While playing sports, you want to look good and stand out. And while wearing my product, you will definitely stand out. Denny's Dingers makes and sells customized sports attire to everyone. You can contact us by phone or email. You can also look on our website and see our most popular items. You can also buy something that is pre-made, or you can bring me something that fits you well, and we will make it fit your personality as well as your body. The possibilities really are endless with our company. I have many goals for my business in the next few months. My short-term goals are to create a functional website by July of 2020, to see local athletes wear my product by September of 2020, and to see my product in local stores and businesses by November of 2020. My long-term goals are to be able to see my product on TV by July of 2021, and to make business deals with larger retailers such as Dick's Sporting Goods by January 2022. My competitors are Sports Dent and Jets. Both of these are very good companies, but what sets me apart is time and money. I'll do the same job that either of them will do for less money and half the time. And in the business world, time and money is everything. I will also complete smaller orders for personal use. For example, just one item instead of a whole team set. In Pulaski County, there are approximately 14 schools with a combined number of students hovering consistently around 7,500. If each student has 2 parents and 4 grandparents, there are approximately 26,250 people supporting all the schools and all the sports teams. If half of them buy things to support their child or grandchild, then I will still have approximately 13,125 potential customers. I will market by hanging posters at schools and around town. I'll also let the word of mouth carry my business. I will use lots of social media, and I'll take advantage of my Chamber of Commerce membership. I'll also have a website. I decided on 1 unit as 1 character. We will sell 1 unit for $5. Considering the time it takes to make and labor costs, we will be making a gross profit of $1.94 per unit. I expected sales to begin in March and sell 5 units, but due to COVID-19, sales did not begin until June. As the year progresses, I expect my sales to increase, and my goal is to sell 465 units in 2020. I will need 2 cricket machines to help my business run smoothly, which cost about $425 a piece. I'll also need 1 heat press to keep up with my 2 cricket machines. That will cost me approximately $370. I will also need plenty of cricket paper, which is $10 a piece. I predict I will need at least 10 rolls of this paper to start and run my business smoothly during the first few months. My average monthly operating costs are low because my family will be soaking up my phone and internet for the first couple months. My website is also free for 1 year. The only expense I will have is my product liability insurance. For my startup investment, I will need to buy cricket machines, heat press, cricket paper, and a DBA. This will cost approximately $1,396. In August, I plan to sell 50 units. Factoring in all my costs, such as my cost of goods sold, my operating costs and taxes, I'm estimated to make a net profit of $35.25 in August. Throughout the course of the year, I plan to sell 465 units. This will be my approximate net profit of $226.57 for the entire year of 2020. I'll need $1,396 to start and run my business. I will put in $96 of my own money, and friends and family will support me with $300. I'm asking you, the investors, for $1,000 today. Again, my name is Connor Denny, and I'm the CEO and founder of Denny's Fingers. Thank you for your consideration of my company today. Again, I'm asking you for $1,000. I hope you decide to join our team.
And are there any questions for presenter number 5?
Yeah, I've got a question. What makes your product unique compared to similar products on the market?
Well, the only difference is really I do it quicker and it costs less. So it saves you time and money.
When you say unit, are you talking about just any piece of clothing?
Yeah, one letter, which is a 4-inch letter, and that is one unit. Or letter or number, 4-inch letter or number.
Are there any other questions? Ladies and gentlemen, your presenter number 5, Mr. Connor Denny. And now, investor number 6 is Miss Lily Hamilton. Lily is 14 years old, and she's going to be a freshman at Pulaski County High School this fall. She's involved in 2 sports, gymnastics and soccer. Ladies and gentlemen, presenter number 6, Miss Lily Hamilton.
Hello, I am Lily Hamilton, the CEO and founder of Green Bling, the most eco-friendly jewelry. I want to help solve the pollution problem, one piece of trash at a time. Here are some things you might want to know about me. I am 14 years old, but I founded my business at 13. I've had a past jewelry business that was not eco-friendly. I've been a competitive gymnast for 8 years, and I play soccer. And I've already partnered with one local boutique. Green Bling is a company that produces handmade bracelets that are fully recycled. They are eco-friendly by being made of only glass and leather. Some of my short-term business goals include having my business up and running in 2 months, to make at least 100 bracelets within those first 2 months, and to set up meetings with local boutiques to discuss opportunities for display. My long-term goals include having new offerings beyond bracelets by the start of 2021, to expand into a collector's line of glass beads, and to develop an online store for further branding outreach by the second quarter of 2021. My competitors include Etsy online retailers, the Mole Hole, and Chitawi artisans. My competitive advantage is that my bracelets are completely eco-friendly and the beads are hand-blown with a torch by me. Green Bling is helping to sell our product at regional trade shows, online stores, and my own website. I also will have the opportunity to partner with local boutiques. My bracelets are eco-friendly, trendy, and fully recycled. I do this to help save the environment. The price of my bracelet is $19.99. The location I'll be selling my bracelets will be at my online store and local boutiques. My bracelet is made of fully recycled materials. My way of promotion includes passing out business cards, posting on social media, donations for charity fundraising events, and fashion displays. My targeted consumer is jewelry enthusiasts and eco-friendly minded people. 1 unit is 1 bracelet. I'll be selling each bracelet for $19.99, and after including our labor and supply cost, I'll have a gross profit of $15.94. Green Bling will begin selling in April to ensure time to get enough ready to sell. Due to that fact, I'll have no sales for January, February, or March. In April, I'll sell 20 bracelets, and my sales will continue growing onward as the year passes. Once again, 1 unit is represented as a bracelet. As shown, there are many fundamentals going into my bracelets. After establishing all of my elements that go into 1 bracelet, packaging, and shipping, the grand total of supplies for 1 unit is $5.05. Calculated here are my monthly operating costs, which is from my liability insurance, making my total operating cost $70.50 per month. Once Green Bling is officially up and running, my projected net monthly profit will be $305.78, which calculates to a projected yearly income statement of $3,669.30. To start the business Green Bling, I will have a variety of startup costs. That includes training, my website, my logo, and tools to make beads and string. The startup investment totals to $1,733. I'll be putting $633 of my own funding and also receiving $100 from my family and friends to help me cover some of my startup costs. Today I'm asking the investors to grant me $1,000 in order to start up my company, Green Bling. Thank you so much for your time and consideration of Green Bling. Once again, I'm asking for $1,000 from the investors today. Remember, I am Lily Hamilton from Green Bling, the most eco-friendly jewelry. Thank you.
And any questions for presenter number 6?
Where did you get your materials from, again, like your glass and so forth? Where do you get those materials?
I get my glass from a company that makes a bunch of glass sheets, and they also taught me how to make beads. And my glass is scrap glass, which is glass that had a color default or was too thin, which doesn't matter if you make beads. And my leather, I get it from a company that produces leather, and all my leather is scrap leather that would have gotten thrown away.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenter number 6, Miss Lily Hamilton. Six down, 2 to go, and presenter number 7, Mr. Noah Tower, is a 13-year-old entrepreneur who was born in 2006 in Surrey, England. He grew up having a fascination for hats. He moved to America at the age of 7. Noah enjoys gaming, biking, drawing, running, geo-coaching, and just hanging out with his friends. He will be an 8th grade student at East Middle this fall. He's a straight A student, member of the Baby Club, and member of the Gifted and Talented program. And now with his presentation, number 7, Mr. Noah Tower.
Do you know what a billycock is? A billycock is a British style of hat that has been adapted to the American culture and is now called a bowler hat. My name is Noah Towler, and I am the founder/owner of Bizarre Billycocks. Bizarre Billycocks is an online space where I sell fun, creative, and unique hats like the one I'm wearing tonight. My legal structure is a sole proprietorship. I make hats and sell them online. This slide is a more in-depth look into how I make my hats. First, I purchase the capping. Second, I plan out how I want my hats to look. Third, I block my hats. Fourth, I apply stiffener to the inside. Fifth, I finish off the bottom. Sixth, I add petersham around the inside. Seventh, I add decorations around the inside. And eighth, I add the finishing touches. All of these steps were essential and one of the reasons why my hats are such high quality. One short-term goal I have is to improve my production time from 12 hours to 10 hours. Another is to expand into different types of hats. My long-term goals are to eventually sell internationally and to buy a wire stitcher, which would reduce my time enormously. This slide is a more in-depth look into how I plan to expand my hat selection in the future. Currently, I can make top hats, fascinators, and ball caps. In the future, I would like to sell bowler hats, fedoras, and more. I feel that it's important to state that my ball caps are not baseball caps. My ball caps are made with effort and time, while baseball caps are cheaply made on a conveyor belt in some factory. My competitors are Full Millinery, Sycamore Hollow, and Feltfink. Their starting prices range from $150 to $400. Full Millinery's quality is excellent. Sycamore Hollow's quality is very good, and Feltfink's quality is unknown, as I have not purchased a hat from them before. What sets me apart from my competitors is I offer high-quality hats which are fun and creative with prices starting at $80. Also, I plan on using the proceeds to pay for college. My target customers are men and women between the ages of 20 and 60 who have fun and creative personalities. I am making and selling handmade hats online that range from $80 to $250. For economics, one unit will be equivalent to a $250 hat. I will market to my customers on my website, through social media, word of mouth, and on the radio. To date, I have already set up my business website. You can find it online at www.bazaarbillycox.com. I also have a Facebook page at Bazaar Billy Cox. And when I built up some inventory, I plan to make an Etsy site. To make one unit or one hat, the cost of supplies are $35.08. One hat ranges in price from $80 to $250. It takes 12 hours to make one unit. At $9 an hour, labor cost is $108 per hat. When factoring in cost of supplies, gross profit is $106.92 per hat. During my first year of business, I plan to sell 39 hats. I plan for higher sales in August, September, and October due to the Kentucky Derby and Keeneland horse races. My overall operating costs are $25 a month. This is because I only have to pay for shipping as I'm running my business out of my family home. On average, I will sell 3 hats per month. After expenses and taxes, my hat monthly profit is $221.82. When annualized, my yearly hat profit is projected to be $2,902.41. My startup investment will include 2 hat blocks, millinery supplies such as thread, needles, wire, etc., felt, 2 steamers, plus the cost of my DBA and initial marketing expenses. The total startup investment is $1,683. I will invest $183 in my personal savings. Relatives will provide $500, and I am asking the investor panel for $1,000. Thank you for investing your time and possibly your money in Bazaar Billy Cox.
And now questions for presenter number 7.
Yeah, I have a question. What's your average competitor cost?
My average competitor cost?
What's your competition look like, and what's the cost of their ads?
Well, that has varied quite a bit depending on which competitor. So I just put on here the starting prices start at $300, $250, something like that.
Thank you. Have you sold any units yet?
No. I'm trying to build up some stock before I start selling them.
And ladies and gentlemen, presenter number 7, Mr. Noah Towers. And the final presenter of the evening, Mr. Aiden Woolley, the CEO and founder of Key Characteristics. He is a freshman at Pulaski County High School. He enjoys playing musical instruments and photo editing. Presenter number 8, Mr. Aiden Woolley.
Have you ever played a tuba? Well, if you have, you may have experienced writer's cramp, which can easily result in carpal tunnel. My name is Aiden Woolley, and I'm the CEO and founder of Key Characteristics, and I have designed an ergonomic valve cap for any tuba to enhance the playing experience. My customizable tuba valve caps are 3D printed to suit needs and preferences of different people. We are a sole proprietorship retail business. In the short term, I will design stock up to 100 units to be readily available for immediate sales by September, and sell at least 16 units by October. In the long term, we would like to have our own printer by the 3rd quarter of 2021. and be able to customize their own valve caps with characters and descriptions by the fourth quarter of 2021. My competition will be any company that sells instruments such as Yamaha and Jupiter, and they sell their replacement caps at a high price of $40 to $45. Our advantage is that our caps are ergonomic, affordable, and customizable. My product will be marketed to local high schools and middle school bands. Locally, we'll have 3 high schools and 3 middle schools. Well, however, there are over 98,000 of them nationwide, leaving a huge market for me to sell to. My tuba valves will sell for $19.99 and will have a fully functioning website for e-commerce. Our main local marketing strategy will be going directly to high school, middle school band directors to sell my product. The cost of one valve cap is $3.24, taking into consideration the outsourced printing costs and shipping. The labor cost for one unit is $1.67, so my overall cost of goods totals $4.91, leaving me with a $15.08 profit. I estimate I will sell 12 units my first 3 months and 20 units each month after. Average monthly operating costs are about $124.60, with a total fixed of $80 and a total variable of $44.60. Considering operating costs and sales, our projected monthly income will be $206.40. Our yearly income will be $2,476.80. In order to launch my business, I'll need $408 for inventory, $25.98 for packaging, $59.97 to ship the logos, $506.05 for a 3D printer and filament for prototyping, and $46 for a DBA. Our startup investment will consist of $146 for me, $100 for my family, so I'm asking for $800. Thank you for your consideration and key characteristics.
And questions for presenter number 8.
So can this be changed enough where you can make it work on other instruments as well? Does that open up more opportunities for you?
It's just a screw, so it really should work on multiple different instruments, but I haven't really tested it yet.
Okay.
You say yours will help prevent carpal tunnel, and then you quoted that your competitors' replacement caps. Are they also suited to prevent carpal tunnel, or are yours different?
Those are just metal flat tops. I drew this to represent just a flat, what the base model would be like. But what I'm trying to do is add to personalization, to the sides and the top there, and different shapes to suit different sizes of fingers, and just different maybe you have a physical disability in your hand or something where you can't reach that far, or
Y'all are so musical, I thought y'all would have a lot of questions. I thought this musical battle. Any other questions? Ladies and gentlemen, presenter number 8, Mr. Aiden Wolf. We're good.
Hey, Rick, I would like to ask a follow-up to Lily Carroll about her,
Yes.
Were you thinking in your card, your product, were you thinking about seasonal themed products as well?
Lily, would you stand up, please?
Special holidays and things like that. Can you tell us a little bit about your thoughts if you would be thinking about something like that?
So what I'm really planning to do is do a lot of personalized cards. So if you have a certain preference, or if you want a certain pop-up or colors, I can totally do that. So, and with that, I want to just have standard cards that can be sold in stores that anyone can buy. And yes, that would include seasonal, such as Christmas and Christian holidays and all that.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the panel, here it comes down to this. As I told you at the beginning, this is not going to be an easy task. You're going to, let me say, here's your rules. You can give up to $1,000, up to, not to exceed, each participant. You have to pick a first place winner. They get the free scholarship, 4 years to Campbellsville University, I'm sorry. They also get the trip to Rochester. We're asking you to pick a second place because if the first place contestant cannot, and this is required, if they cannot for some reason go to the nationals and represent us, the second place person you pick will go and represent and will get the scholarship. One of the requirements to get the scholarship, you do have to go to the nationals, you do have to represent it. But if for some reason your first place cannot go, your second place will go represent, and your second place will get the scholarship. So bear that in mind. We're going to ask you to retire to the ante room, and we're going to give you all of 15 minutes. A little more if you need it, but anyway, what you need to bring back, first place, second place, and how much money you want to give each, and you can give different amounts, same amount, each contestant.
If the investor panel will follow Bill Marshall, he'll take you up to the 3rd floor, and that's where you guys can deliberate.
Okay, everybody's here. Sean, you had to run out. First of all, to the judges, we thank you. Give them a nice round of applause. Everybody here but the contestants agree you'll probably have the hardest job in here this evening. Contestants, come up and line up here. In order, in order. Mr. Bill, you come to me first. We're going to line right across through here. Let me scoot the bowler hats out of the way. Right on down. Actually, it's called a billy ball. A billy ball. Oh, I thank you, mate. It's a billy ball. Another round of applause. Absolutely. Amazing talent. When did they start this year? When did the class start?
We started in September, October.
So understand, they have been at this since September. Very dedicated. They have put a tremendous amount of hours. What we're going to do first, everyone had a mentor. They had mentors in the community. We're going to recognize those now. If you will call out the name of the mentors.
Well, yeah, okay. So I just wanted to say a few things to our mentors. I don't know if y'all realize this or not, but it's 100% voluntary for our mentors. So even though Dolores and I get a very, very small stipend for this, our mentors get nothing. And we only ask them to come for like an hour and a half for 5 weeks. And our mentors always put more than the 5 weeks into this. So we want to thank them, and we want to thank their businesses for allowing them to be a part of this. This year they got off the hook a little bit because of COVID. But they still stayed very active with their student if the student had any questions or anything. So normally we have this same group that comes every year. We may add 1 or 2, but it's usually the same set group of people. Kelly Cheney, Megan Dameron's been with it from day one, haven't you, Megan? You know, Lisa's been with it for several years. I know Amanda Kelly's been with it for several years. Deborah, this is your first year. So Emily Conley, she's not here tonight. She's been with it for several years, and she's won the last 2 years, her student has. Ben has been an instructor and a mentor, so we always appreciate Ben. But we have a great group of leaders in our community that come in and teach these kids how to start their business, because Dolores and I are there just to kind of give them somebody to, you know, we push them along the way, but these instructors and these mentors are instructors. You know, we have Dan Cheshire from Dairy Queen and Mark Grenzel, who was the former CEO, the former Robert Parker at Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital. So we have so many great people. I mean, look at our investment panel. We have so many great people that contribute their time to this YEA program. So we're super, and lots of money, donations for us, which is just fantastic. So we're so appreciative, Dolores and I both are. And I don't know if y'all know this or not, but this is Dolores' last year, and I'm not going to talk about it because I get emotional. Stop it, Randall. She's becoming a snowbird, which is not fair. But anyway, so I just want to recognize our mentors, and I want you mentors to stand behind your students. We want you to be up here with them whenever we announce the winner. The winner, not the winner. So anyway,
So we just have a small token of appreciation to give you guys. Kelly Cheney. Amanda Kelly. Lisa Phelps. Megan Dameron. Deborah Ruckle. And Ben Robertson. The rest of the mentors had other stuff that they had to do tonight, and I completely understand. I'll remember that next year. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Okay, Rick, I will turn this back over to you so that you can let Miss Dolores announce the graduation. We're just throwing everything. Normally we have big to-dos for the kids, like a graduation. We have separate things, but this year everything is different. Like I said, we had one practice in between when we were told they're not allowed to come back to school and today. So I was rusty, the kids were rusty, and I think everything went fantastic. I mean, I can't think of one thing other than a couple of the numbers changing because some of the kids wanted to add in there about the COVID, and so I had already made your all's note cards and that kind of stuff, and I honestly just didn't want to fix it, so I just thought I'll just tell them the numbers are changed. But anyway, I do appreciate everybody being here tonight. I appreciate your parents for letting them come out because I know that we're supposed to only congregate in numbers of 10, and if Mayor Keck asks, that's all that was in here. So, oh, sorry, Ross. Ross just reminded me it's getting filmed. Oh, well, anyway. I will hush before I get us all in trouble, and I will turn this back over to Rick.
Barry, you're through. Your 5-minute presentation is over. Okay, Dolores is going to present the diplomas.
And I also wanted to leave them with a little bit of us when they go back, and we're giving them a book that's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it's a book that each one of you young people should take the opportunity to read about success. And we also had a little package of some of our favorite readings over the year, and one of them I'm just going to share with you. It's really short, and I hope you guys listen to this because it'll make a big difference in how you go forward and what you do from now on. And it's called Attitude. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. It is more important than the past, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than successes, than what other people think or say or do. It is more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. It will make or break a company, a church, a home. The remarkable thing, we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we will embrace for that day. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one string we have, and that is our attitude. I am convinced that life is 10% of what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are all in charge of our attitude. And I want you to keep that in mind as you go forward. Life is really about how we handle things. Everything's not going to go well all the time, but how we respond to it is going to make a big difference in how we are successful or not. Well, and we have that book, and we have a package with these things in there for you, and we're going to pass that out down to you. Cal, you want to go, and Mr. Hood will give you yours. And this goes back in your package, Cal. I stole it. Lily. Okay. So this year we had 2 names, one with 2 L's and one with 1 L. And the one last thing I want to say is that there is no loser. Everybody back here is a winner. Just to go through all of this in the amount of time, you need to pat yourself on the back and say, job well done. And thank you all for being.
And now what we have all waited for, the moment is here. Judges, again, we thank you. We know it was a tough decision. It took you a little extra longer. We certainly understand that. One of the things the judges decided, each of you asked for money. The judges have made the decision that every one of your presentations was money worthy. Each of you will receive $1,000. Some of you, that was more than you asked for. But anyway, they thought that every presentation was worthy. We're going to announce the second place finisher. Now, understand, as I told you before we started, second place is very important. If for some reason the first place, the winner tonight, cannot make the trip to Rochester, the second place will get to go, and whoever goes to Rochester gets the scholarship. So anyway, your second, let me tell you this, as you watch these shows on TV, it was not a unanimous decision. It was a split decision. That shows you how close it was. Your second place finisher tonight, representing Dragged Out ATVs, Gabe Cruz. Good job, Gabe. Great presentation. As I told y'all, like Bobby and Farrah been with us, this is the strongest class we ever had. I mean, they are awesome. But we all come here for one reason, to give away a trip to Rochester. Your expenses are paid, as is one chaperone. You're going to get a 4-year scholarship to Campbellsville University, bragging rights, top honors for the class of 2020. Goes to you ready? Green Bling Lily Hamilton. Who is your mentor, Lily? Lily, you get exactly 10 seconds to say something.
Thank you to everybody, my mom and my dad. Thank you to everybody. And thank you to everybody in this program because they were really supportive.
Amen. As we close, I want to say this. I want to thank you 8 young people for dedicating 8 months of your life to this. That alone speaks highly of you. The mentors behind you, been there, done that, know what a commitment you made. Thank you. The panelists took an evening off to come down here, but it was just not worth it to see this, to know. As somebody said, you look around at everything in the world, and then you look at what's coming on, it's like, hey, we got a shot at this. we got a shot at this. Parents, I know you all make a lot of commitment to make this happen. But to everybody, thank you, be blessed, have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Give them a hand.
We have just one more thing. I want to say my class you all were absolutely fabulous, and I will miss you all. I'll miss Connor's big hair and big personality, and JC's big personality, and Gabe, you were just a sweetheart. You were just always so kind, and we know how Lily is. Lily's just Lily. She's just big personality, just a sweetheart, and Kyle. And okay, I'm stopping. But anyway, we have. All right. And I love you too, and I love my little Noah. You know, I just hope you all remember me when you make it big. So we just want to. I'm going to let Bobby talk about Dolores because I can't, and we have her little something.
I'm going to going to take over. She's going to crown. She's going to swallow.
Hey, Dolores, would you care to come up here for just a second? I remember getting in my car 8 years ago with a lady that I barely knew to go to Danville, Kentucky, to go talk with them about a weird program called the Young Entrepreneurs Academy. And we went up there, and we got to know each other on the ride, and we had a chance to talk with them about this program, and we came back full of excitement and really wanted to implement this program in our community. We knew that there were some awesome kids in this community and they could benefit from this program. So we went out and we worked really hard to find mentors because we never had one before. And we went out and we worked really hard to find sponsors because we didn't have any of those before this. And we worked really hard to find students. We did everything wrong the first year. Every single thing wrong. We recruited at the schools on parent-teacher. I mean, we did everything wrong. And we still had a great class. And we got to see for the first time how these program managers impact the lives of these kids. When they come in on night one and they can barely look at you and tell you their name, and then you look at them 25 weeks back then, 25 weeks later, and you know, you get to see what we saw tonight. And this is worth every penny of everything that we do. And I hope you understand how much we appreciate where your money goes, and I hope you see that in these kids and the futures that they're going to have. The entrepreneurial success that they're going to have is directly because of you all and your financial contributions and the mentors spending hours with these kids, helping them out. But none of this happens, and I've said this for years, that none of this happens without program managers. They are our Joe Montana. They are our quarterbacks. They're on the ground every single week. Mentors come in after a few weeks, and they have the option to leave after a few weeks. Most of them don't, but from recruitment to teaching to the very end in graduation, we have our program managers. And Dolores has been with us since the inception and the beginning of this program. And I got to tell you, yeah, it's Leah Taylor, you know, I do Leah's brainchild. But I will tell you that I don't have more respect for anybody else in this world than I do you, Dolores. You've done such an amazing job. You've put up with my tight, you know, billfold. I hate to spend money more than anything, especially even the chamber. I hate to spend that chamber money. But she's been such an inspiration. She's done such a wonderful job. And I know that you probably wanted to ride off into the sunset a couple of years ago, but I will tell you that she stuck with this program because we didn't have a transition plan. And Randall's been incredibly kind to let her wait a couple more years before that snowbird lifestyle begins. But we wanted to give you a very small token of our appreciation. We have an award here. It says, "With our greatest appreciation, we hereby present Dolores Dalton in recognition of your service with unwavering support and unrelenting guidance to the Young Entrepreneurs Academy. You are being honored with much appreciation and gratitude presented by the Somerset-Pulaski County Chamber of Commerce." I wish everybody in here would please give her a big round of applause. So I don't know what this is. It's probably amazing. So I'm going to give this to you as well and present that to you. And again, just thank you for your years of service. We couldn't have done this without you.
You're welcome. I was telling Bobby, I said, "You have my money in here, right?" It's not even from him. It's from his. But you know, I've always worked with programs and young people, and you know, when I met Claire, we were talking about something else. It wasn't even this program, and then she was like, "So what's your background, you know?" And as we talked, she's like, "Well, I want to do this program. What do you think?" But we don't really have lots of money, you know. And so I said, "Well, I'll try because I love working started with 8 students and we ended with 8 students. Usually sometimes we start with more students, but we lose 3 or 4 because they just can't do the work and they just get frustrated with it. But this year we had 2 parents, lots of young people who were smart. They had lots of willingness to want to do this program, and they did it. And we thank you all too, because even though the kids come every week without the parents' help, it's almost impossible to finish this program. So big kudos to parents who are willing to give up their time and energy to get them there, pick them up. And you parents were wonderful because you picked them up on time. And Farrah and I like that. So, you know, I'm gonna see Farrah. I'm not dying, so I'll still see you. And I know she is going to do a wonderful job, and we're looking forward to the next year. The only bad thing is that she's moved into the Chambers office right down the hall from Bobby. So good luck with that one. But I know that's going to be a good program, and she's going to be a good program manager, and hopefully Dustin is going to help her out next year. Because I did this by myself the first year, and I was going to quit. You know, it was a lot of work for, you know, something that was supposed to be part-time. And then we started doing co-manager, and that worked out a whole lot better. So, you guys, the best of luck. I know this program is going to get bigger and better over the years, and I'm looking forward to see what you all do.
Again, thank you for being here. We got all the kudos. It's been a wonderful evening. Have a great time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything you've done. Good evening.